Camera is set. And action.
This poem is called Ensign, Hand Me Your Phaser, a.k.a. If He Only Knew. Click. 1965 roadhogs and roadkill crazy kids in hot rods prowling desert California roads. A big bosom blonde throws a beer can out of a souped-up 64 Corvette her boyfriend drives 100 miles per hour. 16-year-old Tina hears the rock and roll. Gang leader Duke wants Tina. Tina wants Duke, but not in the back seat. You see, she's a virgin. Click. Perry Mason and the Easy Stripper Plus. Click. For only $19.95, you too can own Apollo Home Movies. Click. Disaster Chronicles. Click. It's 3 a.m. and I'm thinking about my dad when the TV, my thumb, and the remote control finally reach agreement where space is the final frontier. In 1965, Dad was 27, I was 3, and Mom was gone. Single parent, black actor in the 60s. He worked hard to pay the bills, all the while nurturing a dream of a career in the theater that eventually would become larger than life. Still in all, work was work. And one day, Dad came home with a smile on his face. He'd gotten a job on a television series. A bit part, sure, but one with promise. The producers liked him. It was only the 5th episode, and nothing was written in stone. Adventure hung thick in the air. The show was called Star Trek. Now, today, that would be a big deal, right? But back then, who knew? It was a Western in space, seeking to deal with the social issues of the day, not to mention present a vision of a multiracial future, and no one expected it to last, least of all, my father, who, as Ensign Wilson, was responsible for beaming people around the ship, getting into as many shots as the director would let him get away with, and to get his ass kicked by the captain's evil half in the obligatory fight scene. He did this to perfection. So well, in fact, they hired him again. Things were looking good in Tinseltown for the old man, though he knew the bottom could fall out any time. Such was his thinking when the casting director called him in to do a 3rd episode. You see, in the time since they had last seen him, he had grown these sideburns. These mondo, bushy, way cooler than Elvis pork chops that stopped somewhere near the corners of his mouth. He was very proud of them, and they would have to go if he wanted to do the next episode. He protested. They gave him an ultimatum. Lose the facial hair, or lose the job. He lost the job. Forever. He and I have since talked about that time in his life and what he would do different. We both agree that if he could go back and do it again, the chop's gone in a heartbeat. But, as we all know, hindsight is 20/20, and in 1965, Dad just couldn't see the 24th century. Sometimes, when I'm channel surfing late at night, I'll run across an old episode and stop to watch for a while. I'll look at Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock, Dr. McCoy, Scotty, Sulu, Chekhov, and a strange urge will come over me to pick up the phone and dial.
Hello?
You know, Dad, I bet you could have been Uhura.